What's up, YouTube, and welcome back. Fiercely Collecting here with another banger video. So, today, as you know, we have been doing a lot of content with the new release of the Hot Wheels Speed Machine, and that content is going to continue on. So, I was able to, from a good friend on Instagram, I picked up a couple sets of the Speed Machine's Colmode wheels. So, today, we are going to be making our own speed machines. So, kind of my idea here is I picked out two cars that I kind of wanted to turn into my own speed machines. And as a lover of the E46, I thought, man, what a perfect casting to do it on. And I think this red will look really cool with those wheels. And I also want to use these wheels for something else. So it'll be a nice 2-for-1. And also, the bronze wheels came off the Porsche, which, as you can see here, one axle is longer than the other. So the rear is like a wider wheelbase. So I figured what better car to throw it on than a Porsche. So this is the Porsche GT3 from 2022 in this matte black. So I think this will be kind of a cool combo to go with the Chase that we just opened up yesterday. If you didn't check that video out, you might as well get over there and check it out because we cracked open the Speed Machines Chase. But yeah, so now I will get kind of best of both worlds here. I'll get like a Chase looking car with the gold wheels and see how it turns out. So the car that we are going to be putting them up against is going to be this Zonda R, which actually put down the fastest time and won the tournament out of all of the speed machines. So I figure what better car to use as the benchmark car as the fastest one that we have so far. So we're going to be putting our custom speed machines up to the test. So step one is obviously going to be to crack these open, and then we are going to get a baseline time for each car going down Shady Mountain Speedway. And here is the matte black Porsche GT3 RS, or actually not the RS, just GT3. This is by far one of my favorite castings. I'm just a big BMW fan. Got a little something there on the trunk I think we'll wipe off, but just a big BMW fan. And the E46 M3, I think they did such a good job with the details on this casting. This looks super cool. And here we go to get a baseline time for the E46 M3. And this also will be the first ever time recorded for a real rider car going down the track. Let's see what it does. And 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so there is the time for the E46 M3. So just to give you some reference, the Speed Machine Zonda ran at 1.35. So that is kind of what we're going to be shooting for. And you can see those rubber tires are definitely not the fastest down the track. And next up, we have the Porsche GT3. Let's get a baseline time for him. And 3, 2, 1, go. And there is your time for the Porsche, a 1.38. So very respectable time. Let's see if we can do some work on it and get it up to that Zonda level. And just to go even a little deeper here on this experiment, let's kind of compare some weights. So like I said, this was the fastest car of the new speed machines, and it's weighing in at 48.8 grams. And here's the premium E46 M3 with the real rider wheels, and this thing is weighing in at 53.8 grams, so significantly heavier than the Zonda. And here's the mainline Porsche GT3, which interestingly, this thing weighs a tremendous amount less than the E46 M3, but you can tell the difference between the plastic and rubber tires. The Porsche put down a way better time. All right, I'm going to head on over to the lab and swap out some wheels. So I have done numerous wheel swap videos and kind of more slow speed tutorials. So that is kind of not going to be the main focus of this video. The main focus is just to build our own speed machines and see if we can improve the times. So if you want, you can go back. I have some playlist for a bunch of wheel swaps, so you can check it out if you want to see more details on how I swap the wheels. And just like that, with a little movie magic, both cars are done. And man, I think this Porsche turned out so good with those bronze Comold Speed Machine wheels. Man, really cool. And then here, the M3, looking nice and racy with that. Should be ready to put down a way better time than before. So the M3 weighed in at 53.8 before the wheel swap, and you can see we're at 53.9. So, I mean, basically no change. And the Porsche weighed in at 34.5. I did add in just a teeny little weight in there, so we're almost up to 36 grams, and then plus the Speed Machine wheels, so we'll see if that has any effect on the race. All right, first up, let's get the E46 M3 out on the track and see if we improved our time. And 3, 2, 1, go. And there we go. So the M3 was able to improve its time pretty drastically there. It went from a 1.51 to a 1.40. So that is 11 hundredths of a second improvement. Not bad. And next up, we have the Porsche with the Speed Machine wheels and just a little extra weight. So let's see how she does. And 3, 2, 1, go. And there is the time for the Porsche with a 1.39. So still faster than the M3, but it actually lost a little time with the extra weight and the wheel swap. And now here for the final test, we are going to have both cars show down against the Pagani Zonda R. And 3, 2, 1, go. And the Zonda kind of got off to a bad start there, but still was able to edge out the M3 to take the win. And last up here, let's see if the Porsche can take down the reigning champion Zonda. And 3, 2, 1, go. And there we go on that run. It looks like maybe the Zonda was having some issues with launch control or something, but looks like he was able to get it figured out and took down the Porsche. And for one last race here, we will put the two newly made Speed Machine cars head to head against each other. So in the right lane, we have the red E46 M3, and on the left, we have the matte black Porsche GT3. And 3, 2, 1, go. And wow, actually big surprise. The M3 actually was able to beat out the Porsche. Let's do a lane swap and race one more time. All right, the final race. The cars have switched lanes. So M3 on the left, Porsche on the right. And 3, 2, 1, go. Oh my, and the M3 took a huge crash there. Let's break it down here in slow-mo. Looks like he just got a little squirrely off to the side of the track and crashed right into the finish line. Holy cow. So in that final race, the M3 actually had a DNF and went off track and was unable to finish the race, while the Porsche put down a 1.39. And we have word back from the official judges here, and with that 1.39 being the fastest time out of both races, the Porsche has been declared the winner. And that is going to be it for today's racing. So overall, very happy with how these two cars turned out. I think these Speed Machine wheels look really cool. A little bummed that we didn't quite get the racing results that we expected, but that's kind of how it goes with doing these wheel swaps. So, I mean, you're taking the cars apart, putting different wheels on, and sometimes things just don't roll as good as they do straight out of the factory. But once again, overall, super happy with the looks and how everything turned out. And maybe we'll try to build something later to take down that Zonda. Until next time, peace.